My name is Eric Eddings, and I'm one of the partners of the Spark Group. The Spark Group is about connecting you and your customers using social media. Before I tell you more about the Spark Group, let's take a look at the words, social media. Social media, what is that? The most common definition of social media states that social media are media for social interaction using highly accessible and scalable publishing techniques. Social media uses web-based technologies to turn communications into blah, 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 blah. What does that mean? Plain and simple, social media is about connections. To break it down even further, social media is about people connecting. People connecting with family, family connecting with friends, friends with investors, investors with clients. We can take that even further. It's about students, teachers, small companies, volunteers, politicians, nonprofits, lawyers, CEOs, bankers. Well, let's stop right there. You get the picture. Now, all of these connections are made possible through technology. Let's talk about our friend Jane. It's the 1800s and you want to send her some information. It might take a few weeks, or if it rained a lot recently, it might even take a few months. If the wagon broke down, let's not get into that. Let's fast forward to today. You want to send Jane information, you click send. She's got it. That's it. It's instant. You want to send it to more of your friends, John, Jimmy, Jack, Jesse, Jorge, who all live over the country. It's done. They can all receive this information simultaneously and then even respond directly to each other. How? By using social media. Social media is made up of many different mediums. There's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, email, blogs, texts, wikis, webinars, chats, widgets, apps, podcasts, and many, many, many more. Let's talk about a few of the major players. Facebook. Facebook is by far the most popular social media platform on earth. It allows friends, colleagues, and businesses to connect, share photos, messages, and information with people in their network. On Facebook, companies have profile pages that people can like. This allows people to automatically receive updates. Liking a page also appears on a person's personal profile that all of their friends can see. If Facebook were a country, it would be the third largest country in the world, following China and India. That's China and India. Facebook has 500 million active users. That's huge. That's crazy. Twitter. Twitter is a cross between text messaging and blogging. It allows users to share 140 characters of information about whatever their hearts desire. These bursts of information are called tweets. There are over 225 million Twitter accounts, and there are over 55 million tweets sent every single day. Now let's talk about YouTube. YouTube is a video sharing website on which users can upload and share videos. Users can create their own video channel that updates subscribers whenever they have a new video. YouTube receives over 2 billion views a day. 2 billion. That's nearly double the primetime audience of all three major US networks combined. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the most respected social media site for businesses and professionals. With LinkedIn, companies and their employees can create customizable profiles. A company profile helps you find and explore potential companies to work with or for. They feature a company overview, who you know at the company, and unique data from their network. Webinars. Webinars are used to conduct live meetings, trainings, or presentations through the internet. Each participant sits at his or her own computer and is connected to other participants around the globe. The cost of gathering a group of people for a meeting, all from different locations, and assembling them in the same room could be astronomical. Webinars allow you to do these meetings for a fraction of the cost. Text messages. In 2009, 1.5 trillion text messages were sent. That's 5 billion text messages per day. And that's why it's best to buy an unlimited plan for your kids. Email. Come on, I really don't have to explain what email is, but in 2009, 247 billion email messages went out per day. That's 2.8 million emails sent out every second. That's 2.8 million emails per second. 2.8 million emails per second. But only kids use social media, right? Definitely not. Let's take a wild guess at how old the average LinkedIn user is. It's business professionals, so this one might not be too hard. 44 years old. Now the average Facebook user, 38 years old. The average Twitter user, 39 years old. These are not kids. Look, I've said a lot of statistics, but I want you to understand that this is not a fad. Social media is a fundamental shift in the way we communicate. And since this has become the way the world communicates, it's essential that businesses speak the same language. To put it simply, social media is business. And it's important to understand how businesses have come to use social media to interact with their customers and how people have used social media to interact with businesses. People use social media to make choices. Only 14% of people trust advertisements. 78% of people trust the recommendations of other customers. 70% of those recommendations are from unknown users. 80% of product ratings are 4 or 5 stars out of 5. 71% of people claim reviews from family members or friends exert a great deal or a fair amount of influence on their choices. To make this relevant to social media, 53% of people on Twitter recommend companies and or products in their tweets. Earlier we said that there are 225 million people on Twitter, which means that 119 million people who are unsolicited are recommending products daily. This represents a tremendous opportunity. Why not join in this conversation? This conversation is a dialogue, which means it's transparent, it's inclusive, authentic, vibrant, consumer-driven, and it's not controlled, organized, exclusive, product-driven, or on message. To put it simply, it's not a monologue, it's a dialogue. People interact with businesses every day. They tweet about how their coffee from Starbucks gave them the perfect pick-me-up. They post status updates on Facebook about how much they love their new iPad. They blog about a new outfit they bought on sale at the Gap. People are talking, and companies that are growing are talking back. They're joining the conversation and engaging with their customers. Bank of America and many other companies have created Twitter accounts where people can get instant help with their issues. Businesses are creating Facebook pages to inform customers of sales promotions and to give them a space where they can talk about their experiences with a product or service. They're creating blogs to talk about changes in the industry. They're using LinkedIn pages to post job openings, personnel changes, and company news. Overall, businesses are realizing that people are talking, and it's important that they are engaged to shape the conversation. And customers are loving it. But why? The businesses that people follow are a reflection of their personality. When I like a page on Facebook, that means something. And it means not only do I support this company and want to know more, but I want others to know this as well. And for me to like a company's Facebook page, that company needs to be using the same communication channels that I use. Wait, let's stop for a second. I really want to change something I said. Social media isn't business. Social media is good business. For one, social media can make a huge corporation feel like a small business. It provides one-on-one connections by letting users interact with a company on many different levels, from the CEO all the way down to customer service. And knowing that you can contact someone at your favorite company at any time leads to a sense of comfort, and that comfort forces a transition, where your customer becomes more than just a customer. Your customer becomes your brainstorming group, your focus group, your testing team, your marketing team, your corporate recruiter, your brand ambassador. Essentially, you transform the people who you work for into people who work for you. Secondly, everything is instant. Once I hit send, it's already there. People are liking it, they're sharing it, emailing it, so forth and so on. But this allows you to receive instant feedback on a campaign. And if customers don't like it, you can run another one in 5 minutes. You can address customer concerns instantly. You can change the conversation at the moment that you see an opportunity for a new direction. Why? Because social media is cheap. If you ran a national or global ad campaign, it would cost you hundreds of millions of dollars. And if you wanted to change that campaign, it would cost you more hundreds of millions of dollars. And these campaigns are through channels that people have become increasingly tired of. What would you do if you could have that same reach in a fraction of the cost? Sounds good, right? So where do you start? First, you should define your audience. Who are the users of your product or service? Who are your messages targeted to? How often would they like to hear from you? These are all simple questions, but answering them will help you to define which social medium you should use. A great catch-all is Facebook, but if your audience likes more frequent updates, Twitter might be a better option. It's not necessary to be on every social media site. It's best to be on the ones where your current and your new customers are likely to be. Social media is about organic and viral growth. For the record, viral growth is a great thing. It means your message is spreading like wildfire. So plant a seed somewhere and let your audience grow it. Then shape the conversation. Ask questions that will garner responses you want new customers to hear. Post pictures and reviews from happy customers. Send out a message you want other people to spread. If someone has a concern, address it immediately. Doing these things allow you to guide what's being said about your company. Doing these things will show your customers that you aren't out of touch. You're cutting edge. You're engaging. You care enough to get on their level, and you care enough to find them and reach out. When you're cutting edge, people will look to you as an ambassador for your entire industry. The things that you say will have implications that go far beyond your business. So where do you really start? The Spark Group. The Spark Group is a team of individuals who are here to walk your company through every single part of this process. It starts with a conversation. Social media is about connecting. So we start by connecting with you. You're the expert in your field. You can tell us your needs, and we can tell you how to use every element of social media to take care of those needs. Then we go to work. The Spark Group will research where you should be, what kind of platforms you should be using, what kind of technologies, and even what types of messages you should be sharing. Sometimes people wonder if their clients are even on these networks to begin with. We can assure you that they are. We've only covered a few of the social media networks in this presentation. We can identify which networks have the greatest concentration of your clients and focus our attention there. We will then design custom pages that reflect your brand's personality. We can take care of the management of these portals as well. Social media is about connections, and you're all about your customers. The Spark Group is about bringing those two things together and helping you connect with your customers. The Spark Group believes that every company has a flame and has the ability to reach and exercise its potential. And sometimes you just need that spark to get you there. Let us introduce you to your flame. Don't get left behind. Thank you for your time, and we hope to hear from you soon. If you have any questions, you can email us at info@thesparkgroup.com.